Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Game 2. We're doing this live show match between a couple of... GG. Puck throwing down some Hangul. Very nice.
Bouse.
Very nice. Alright, Mr. MaximusBlack. Hit me up with that. Hit me up with that noise.
Oh, Arabian Nights. Arabian Nights. I don't know where that came from.
Got nothing for you, dude.
I don't know where that came from. Starting up here in the top right position of Cloud Kingdom, we have Root's very own Puck. And starting down here in the bottom left position, we have xSixMystik. Last game was an epic 30-something minute game. It might even been hit the 40-minute mark. I have no idea. I have not a sweet clue.
It was about 35 minutes. Thank God I'm not rendering that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, you'd have been sour about that rendering process.
Yeah.
But this is coming straight off Twitch TV, so zero editing
and
for
if
us.
you're like, guys, where's the 1080p? Well, I don't have my TV right now because, like everything else in this room, it broke. And it's in the shop right now, and this monitor is 16 by 10, and no matter how hard I try and force it to do 1080p, it won't do 1920 by 1080, but it will do 720, 1280 by 720. Don't ask me why that is, but it's happening. So you get 720p this week.
Awesome. So it looks like Mystik dropped down the spawning pool, and Puck is going to be going Nexus first yet again. And whoa, you know what? I'm a little nervous here for Puck already. If Mystik smells this out, he might go up there with some lings, and I guess we'll see. Oh no, there we go. Puck is going to drop down that forge now. He knows. He knows what's going down.
Yeah.
He knows what's going down.
He knows what's going down.
So he's going to drop down that forge, and that way when those lings come up, he's going to be able to chuck down a cannon.
Yep.
We are going to see the Nexus next, and there she be. And the lings are in production, only 4 of them. So he doesn't really have to worry too much.
No.
And that pylon's down, so that was 100 minerals used up. But it has denied the expand of Mystik. So far, so good here for Puck.
Yep.
I'm curious to see if Puck is going to go ahead and get an early third again, or he's going to go ahead and do a two-base.
He's going to go all the way delaying that expansion. Dick move, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dick move, bro.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
But at the same time, that does afford him a couple extra seconds to get that cannon down, as he did have to wait. Oh, that is just...
Oh, look at this probe at the third. Look at this probe at the third.
Oh,
Beautiful moves here from Puck.
He's making up for shit in the bed last time, missing every block on those, and he's going to fully wall off here, so the Lings can't get him a run by and set up his own base. And Puck already putting himself in a great position, cancels at the last second. Down goes that second base, and canceling the gateway. Yes, and there you have it. So
there you go.
Great delay.
Back. Yep, and both hatcheries going down now, second and third, and that actually isn't a full wall off. Some Lynx can run by there. What Puck does, and I really like this about Puck, is he puts the pylon there so he can get some stuff up there on the high ground. Sometimes you'll even see him put a cannon up there, and they just can't attack it. But he's going to put up a gateway this time around, and another thing is it hides the gateway so that the Zerg can't see that sort of tech. It's a really nice wall, and Puck tried to explain that to me before, and I'm finally getting it. I like it. I like it a lot.
Starting to wrap your head around that one.
Yeah, it's starting to simmer in that brain of mine. It's starting to go there. So second queen just going to run down here to the third, or the second, sorry, the natural. These Lings sitting out front, couple of zealots in production. Oh no, just one zealot, one stalker. He's probably going to go down and grab that tower very shortly. Man, Puck did such a great job at denying those expands.
That was epic.
I'm not a Zerg player, but if I was,
I'd be sour.
Would probably piss me off.
I'd be sour. Now we see Mystik floating 500 minerals. I don't know if that means that he's got something crazy in mind, or if I'm just completely insane and have no idea what the hell Grandmaster Zergs do. I just don't expect to see that many minerals being floated at the time. I'm not sure if he plans on grabbing.
Well, I think what the problem is he's just on one hatch. So I mean, he's just getting minerals. and he just can't spend them as quick as he's getting them.
Yeah.
He is chucking down 3 extractors now, and he is going to be saturating the hell out of these 3 bases. He's going to have to go into turbo macro mode because, you know what, he is behind a little bit.
Oh, and here's the harass.
Yeah, nice little poke here from Puck, and then force a cancel of that spine crawler, and might even get a queen kill here, which would be pretty huge. That zealot. Oh no, the zealot managing to get out of there.
Good.
Yep.
Just.
Yep. No, he's good. The queen range is nice, but it ain't that nice.
Oh,
and
man.
The queen is going to go back, and you know what? That did damage. That took away from mining time, and it just sort of pissed off Mystic. That, if anything. Oh, he's going to come back up here yet again.
I think
this
he wants
time
that.
There's 2 queens.
I think he wants that queen. And at the very least, he wants this overlord. He is going to get a spine crawler now. Mystic is, and going to prepare for the harassing that seems to be non-stop. Another stalker on the way to help deal with the secondary queen, and he's going to go after that overlord first. And will he get a queen here as well? He's going to have to micro this front stalker to make sure it doesn't get trapped by lings, and he's going to have to get out of there.
And look at that once again, about an 8-minute Nexus,
Yep.
third.
There it is.
Once again, he's going for that third, and I absolutely love this.
Well, this one is certainly better than the last round, if only because he delayed the other 2 bases of Mystic for so long.
Well, the great thing is it's kind of like the game sort of reversing. Last game, we had Mystic applying early pressure, doing a little bit here and there, and keeping Root on his feet at his base. And now it's Puck that's doing some damage down there with the 2 stalkers and the zealot, and poking and giving himself enough time to get up this expand. And he's most likely gonna almost do a full wall here, might even full wall off this third, unless he decides to go and wall it off all the way up instead of at the ramp. Just to make sure there's no Ling run-bys or anything like that. And take a look at this. A nice wall here at the rocks of Puck. And this is just one force field away from not allowing any units in there until those rocks gets destroyed. So Puck just doing all the right things right now. And Mystic just macroing up. He's got that macro hatch on the way. Got a second Evo chamber going. Got his upgrades going. The Roach Warren is down. Lair is just about to finish. 4th going down as well. So all good things again from both players. And once again, Adam, I hope you got some water and a cookie beside you, because I think we're going to be going for another long ass game.
Well, I don't have a cookie, as much as that would be awesome right now, because we all know how much cookies are awesome. I do have a glass of water, and I do have a change of underwear next to me in case we see some epic play like we did in the last game. That extra hatchery, or that next expansion now, of course, on the way by Mystic. And really, just like last game, we got, you know, like you said, it's reversed. There's been some harassing, there's been some poking and some delaying. It's just in the reversed order this time. And now we're seeing like we're going to go into the mid and late game again. But Puck is actually getting way more aggressive this time. And it looks like he's making a push out and has his pylons down.
Beautiful. I like this, because last game I think Puck waited a little bit too long to push out, and it was mainly because he was being harassed, and now Puck is taking the initiative and saying, you know what, let's go down here, let's force Mystic to build some units. Let's not allow him to get all this crazy macro stuff going. He's got a nice little pylon over there at the 4th, and he's probably going to warp in some zealots to take care of that. Is he going to be able to drop down some good force fields to block those lanes? And no, he sees all the spine crawlers. There's not a sweet chance in the nice biggest perky of D-cup titties that he's going up there, because he'll just give away this game very, very quickly. And take a look at this. Earlier when I was talking about this wall, take a look at this wall. He's not going to be able to get in there. It's beautiful. I'm loving this play here from Puck. He's just making all the right moves. He's 3 steps ahead of Mystic so far in this game. And I'm still really liking that placement of the pylon. Mystic still hasn't scouted that out yet, and that could be very troublesome for him later on in the game. Mystic just sitting over there with that pack of lings,
just waiting,
macroing up. Yep, he's got the.
And there's his opportunity. Oh no, he's not going to take that.
Nope.
He's going to actually run down to the other side of the map, and yeah, absolutely. See, one of the things that actually separates the men from the boys when it comes to getting from high masters into grandmasters is your building and structure placement. Because it can save your ass. Just like we saw here from Puck, aside from the fact that it's not a warp gate yet, he's got this all walled up and ready for those run-bys that can be so devastating to a Protoss in the mid and late game. The Robo Bay is finished. Blink actually finished all of about a minute ago. And now with Storm and Thermal Lance on the way, it seems like Puck is getting set up for that mid or that late game push. He was unfortunately not able to do too much with that push out. He was forced to kind of go back home, but instead he's going to expand, get a couple more gas and some cannons to help deter any harassment, and move forward. And the same thing is happening here by Mystik. Look at all the spine crawlers he's about to throw down at this. What is this? His fifth? Fourth? Because the fifth is being built right now? I can't even keep up, but look at this nice little zealot run by.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier, that pylon, but he's going to be so ready for it. And as you were talking there on what was going on in the game, there was a Warp Prism drop from Puck.
Was there?
Down at the third and in the main, but it didn't do any damage.
Okay.
Mystik was really ready for it, and I think he might have got maybe 1 or 2 drone kills out of it, so that wasn't very good. And Puck warping in some more zealots here. I really don't agree with that. That's a total waste, a huge waste of minerals. And he was trying to do something over on the right-hand side there with the Stalkers and Sentries, but once again, really not being able to do much with the amount of Spine Crawlers that are out on the field. But I like the direction that Puck is going in this game. He's got Giraffes this time, and that's going to be the world of a difference when you're up against those GG Lords, to be able to really cut down on those Broodlings when they are coming at your Templars or allowing your Stalkers to get in close enough. Mystik, though, with a very, very good unit composition with those Lings and the Infestors. Hopefully this time he'll be able to do a better spread, because last game, I'm not going to totally hound on Mystik for that first big engagement, because Pluck played it very, very nicely. But in order for this to really work for Mystik, he's going to have to get a good spread on these Infestors and hit those Fungals, because Puck just really does not miss a beat here when it comes to feedbacking and all that great stuff. And one Fungal there would have been able to get rid of those Stalkers, and there it is. Actually, yeah, no, there is the Fungal. It's hard to see the animation there.
Yep.
But I don't think Puck's going to be able to do a whole lot from this, this angle.
No, there's way too many Spine Crawlers here. He can't engage here. He might want to, but it might be a very costly move for him. He's going to have to be very, very conscious of what he does from this position. It's not the greatest angle for him to be going after. There's a lot of Infestors, a lot of Spine Crawlers, and a number of Zerglings. He's just going to have to be very, very cautious. One Infestor already going down. And he's going to go ahead and engage.
This is beautiful. This is perfect play here from Puck. This is the timing that I was talking about last game, just before the GG Lords hit, being able to push in. And this is when Zerg is very, very vulnerable. When you have up all these Spine Crawlers, he doesn't want you to attack. He wants to bluff you. He's saying, don't you dare come in here, because my Spine Crawlers and Festers are going to rape you. But not in this case. He's got Giraffes this time. Guardian Shields are hit. Archons are in there doing splash damage and really taking the brunt of the damage from those Spine Crawlers, and that base falls, and a lot of the Infestors are going down as well. So when the GG Lords do come out, he's not going to have that Infestor energy or that Infestor count that he's going to need to really hold this off. That was a phenomenal play there from Puck, and look at this. He's over on the other side of the map with Zealots, trying to make sure that there's no more expands going up, and he's going to be able to deny this expand that Mystik is trying to put down. Phenomenal playing here from Puck in this game.
Absolutely. The Observer making its way just over in time for Puck to clean up the remainder of those Infestors, and a solid engagement indeed. I was kind of concerned for Puck simply because of the Spine Crawler count, but there were no real Fungals that were able to happen there. The Colossi were basically holding back those Infestors and not really allowing them to do too much, and so the Stalkers and the Colossi were able to do the work that they needed to do. And as such, Puck is now in an amazing advantage right now, almost in a GG scenario if he keeps this up. He's going to be pushing. Some Zerglings are going to be making their way up to try and maybe harass some, but in the grand scheme of things, Puck is going to be able to pretty much almost do a base trade. Some GG Lords are here, but there's no Zerglings to back them up. There's no real Infestors to do anything for them either, and so one solid Blink in a Storm is going to be able to pretty much deny it. But Puck, interestingly enough, making a back off here for some reason.
Yeah, Mystik is so desperate right now that he's trying to expand on the other end of the map. He really needs these bases. Take a look at him. We're on a 3-base Zerg versus a 4-base Protoss.
That's not good math for the Zerg, sir.
No, that's really bad math. A couple of cannons now going down at the 5th for Puck, and I'm sure he's going to be dropping a Nexus as soon as that Ling, that Burrow Ling is going to be dead.
Am I seeing Protoss shields?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, at this point, why not? He's got Archons. He's got Stalkers. I mean, this is the upgrade. In fact, I'm going to go on a limb and say getting shields instead of armor when you have this kind of a unit composition is the way that you want to go.
The Archons certainly, and the Colossi certainly benefit from them simply because, Archons specifically, simply because of the amount of shields, or the amount of plasma shields that they're basically rocking right now. I mean, there are nothing but shields. And so it's a great addition to the Archon and the Colossi armor, especially if, like you said, yeah, no, it makes sense.